A car out of one. I pray this devil die and get every evil thing the Lord got to give. And listen, I know you look at us in the state we in right now. Come here, SHALAM. Come here, SHALAM. I know you look at us in the state we in right now. Black people on drugs and we suffering and dying. And I know it seems like you can do whatever you want to this people. I know it seems like this, but the time for glorifying yourself is soon at an end.
Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1.
Go ahead.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
The Lord gonna have mercy on Jacob. Who is Jacob? Jacob is the father of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Even though we died in the ghetto, we own the bottle, we suffer day and night. The God said He gonna have mercy on Jacob. We know.
And will choose Israel.
And will what?
And will choose Israel.
They're teaching you that God wants all nations to come together. What the hell is that in the Bible?
That's right.
Your damn preacher is a liar. And every time we bring out the truth, you always got some devil trying to come when we got a First Amendment right.
That's right.
It's called freedom of speech. But they don't want you Negroes to hear the truth. They want, as long as you die in the ghettos, 500 murders every year in Chicago, that's okay. Let 10 white people get killed today, they gonna lower the damn flags. Let you shoot a dog in the street, they gonna lower the flags. And lock up everybody in your goddamn neighborhood. According to the Bible, the white man is the goddamn devil.
That's right.
And it ain't no getting around. He's shooting brothers down in the street like dogs every damn day. This ain't nothing new. This stuff that been going on.
Damn right.
Read.
And set them in their own land.
Do what?
And set them in their own
Like
land.
the brother was bringing out, America is not your land. You was brought here to be a damn slave.
That's right.
In the Constitution to this day, you still 3/5 of America.
That's right.
This is not your homeland. You ain't never gonna get no justice in America.
That's right.
The damn police are shoot a brother down in the street and get away with it. Read.
And the stranger shall be joined with
Who
them.
are the strangers? The strangers are these so-called white people. The Arabs, the Africans. Even though they teaching you that we Africans, which we are not. We know. Stay focused. Stay focused.
And strangers shall be joined with them.
Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And they shall what?
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
What is it to cleave? To hold on. These so-called white people is about to trade places with you Negroes. We're going to bring it out. They don't want you to know that Jesus Christ is a black man. Anytime you come out and tell the truth, oh, it's hate speech. Don't listen to these guys. It's hate speech. Read.
And the people shall take them. And bring them to their place.
And do what?
And bring them to their
We're
place.
going to take you so-called white people and bring you to your rightful place. And what is your rightful place? In chains.
That's right.
Because when you don't put white people in chains, they get to killing everybody. That's right. If you don't believe me, ask the North American Indians how many of them that was killed. 77 million North American Indians was murdered to establish America. That's right. 99 million black people was killed to establish America. Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
And we shall what?
Possess them in the land of the Lord.
And you so-called white people, we gonna possess you in the land of the Lord. What is the land of the Lord? Jerusalem.
That's right.
Israel. That's where you so-called Negroes are truly from. They teaching you that you from Africa. Yeah, they came and got us on slave ships, but where was we at before they got us? And when you know history, you will know that the Jews was ran out of Israel in 70 AD. Read.
shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Go ahead.
For servants and handmaids.
Servants and handmaids. Take me all the way to verse 21. Let's get to the mission.
Isaiah 14 and 21.
Go ahead.
Prepare slaughter.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter.
So hold that. Read it from the top.
Isaiah 14 and 21.
Go ahead.
Prepare slaughter.
This is what the Lord said about you so-called white people. The crimes that you've done to Negroes, wiping out their identity, putting them in slavery, filling their community with drugs. The Lord said what?
Prepare slaughter.
God said prepare slaughter. Read on.
For his children.
For what?
For his children.
But God said prepare slaughter for the children. You white people have to pay for what your fathers did.
That's right.
The same way we had to pay for what our fathers did. God told us if we disobeyed his laws that we would go to slavery in ships. The transatlantic slave trade is in the Bible. How could you think the greatest book that was ever written wouldn't have the slave trade in it? The slave trade is in the Bible. If your father steals something and he give it to you, you are not an accessory to a crime, according to America's laws. So you white people, you're an accessory to the crimes that you did to Negroes. You think black people are killing themselves because they just like to do that? They killing themselves because you done took their identity away from them.
That's right.
Because they don't know their nationality. And you're going to have to pay for it. Read.
Prepare slaughter.
Go ahead.
For his children.
God said prepare slaughter. What is slaughter? Killing. You think Christ is coming? They're teaching you in the church that Christ is coming back for peace. Christ said he bringing a sword. He ain't coming for peace. Read.
Prepare slaughter.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter.
God said prepare slaughter. Read on.
For his children.
For his children. Read.
For the iniquity of their father.
For what?
For the iniquity of their father.
For the iniquity of their fathers. For the crime that your fathers did. That's sitting on Mount Rushmore. So-called George Washington. So-called Thomas Jefferson. You children gonna have to pay for what your fathers did.
That's right.
According to God. Read on.
That they do not rise.
That they what?
That they do not rise.
God don't ever want you white people to rise in the earth ever again. He don't never want you to rise ever again. Read on. Give me Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. You understand? Give me Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. One thing about the word of the Lord cut like a two-edged sword. That's what the Bible says. One thing about the truth hurt. You understand? Give me Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. You understand? 35, verse 5. Bring it out. Read.
Because thou hast had perpetual hatred.
This is why you're going to have to pay for the crimes that you've done to Negroes. Read it from the top.
Because thou hast had perpetual hatred.
These white people have had a perpetual hatred for you Negroes. What is a perpetual hatred? A continual. You so-called Negroes, so-called got freed from slavery, right? The so-called black man, he went and fought in the white man's military during World War I. And what happened? When the soldiers got back, they burnt the soldiers alive in their uniforms. You understand? In the 30s, in the 40s, many of brothers was hung on trees. Soon as they so-called freed the slaves, the next year they built prisons. Why did they build prisons? Because the prison system is nothing but another norm of slavery. You understand? The prison system is another form of slavery. Read on.
And has shed blood of the children of Israel.
And did what?
And has shed blood of the children of Israel.
And you have shed the blood of the children of Israel. Who are the children of Israel? Negroes, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans. These are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. It's some hard truths that America's going to have to deal with. You black people better wake up. God is calling you back right now. God ain't sitting up in your damn church. God said, go to the streets to the people. He said he don't dwell in no temple made with hands.
That's right.
And they calling the Christian church the house of God. Read.
By the force of the sword.
By the what?
By the force of the sword.
By the force of the sword. Ever since we've been in this land called America, we've been murdered time after time after time.
That's right.
This is what has happened by the force of the sword. We was forced on them damn slave ships, sitting against each other, defecating on each other. That's right. Women having their periods. That's right. White people always want a nation that did crimes to them. You always want people to answer for their crimes. But when is America going to answer for the crimes that they did to America? When are they going to answer for it? Read.
In the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
In the time when their iniquity had an end. The Lord showed mercy on us time after time, bringing out this truth. Our iniquities at an end right now.
That's right.
Take me to 2 Chronicles 7:14. In order for these so-called white people to reap their judgment, you so-called Negroes gonna actually have to do what's in the Bible. We actually gonna have to do what the Bible say and stop being disgusting, filthy homosexuals. Stop being filthy drug dealers. Stop being whores.
That's right.
Stop being whoremongers.
That's right.
The damn black woman today, what has happened to the black woman today? She has turned into a whore. Nicki Minaj is what young black girls look up to. Walking up and down the street dressed like $2 whores. And then when you bring out the truth, what do the Christian church say? Oh, don't judge. Don't judge. Don't even understand judgment. Because if I was judging you, I would be putting you to death for the crimes that you've done.
That's right.
When you tell somebody the truth, that is not judging.
That's right.
That's judging the matter.
That's right.
And we judging the matter. I.S.U.P.K ain't did harm to nobody.
Right.
All we do is come out on the streets and bring out the truth, and we hang it for that.
Right.
Read.
2 Chronicles 4:14.
7:14. What? Oh, sweat.
2 Chronicles 7:14.
Go ahead.
If my people.
If what?
If my people.
Who are the Lord's people? The Israelites.
Right.
If my people, which is a possessive word.
Right. Which are called by my name.
We are called by the Lord's name. What is that name that we call by? Israel. For he is a prince of the power.
That's right.
In America, the so-called black man is 3/5 of a man. His life don't mean nothing. But not according to God. And you so-called white people gonna find out the same way the Egyptians found out. Is that when you harm God's people, you gotta pay for the crimes.
When nowadays I work hard on the job, till I come cross y'all, still like I'm a criminal. Crime and get caught, it could be your first charge. Like, man, you ain't getting the minimum. It go dip, squat, 5-mile run, push, sit on, goddamn, get strong. Looking at my baby, trying to keep them doing wrong. It's too long for they grown, I can't leave them on their own. They killed Daddy like he had a 30-day case. The news covering up the story, but they say it took me back to the time we lost Otis. Pretending these crackers, they gon' tell you something bogus. And I'm thinking like, damn, what you telling kids? We tried to put up a fight, but did we fail the kids? Cause they really got us looking like no damn good. And why success got to cost my manhood? Hey, black women, y'all got to wait the